That was a couple of licks from this song I wrote about, I don't know, 20 something odd years ago called Created on Druid Hill from one of my jazz albums, Jazz Mode. Now, I want to talk about being an original music, original artist and songwriter. The first question you have to ask yourself is, what is your plan? What are the options? You have lots of options now because your first plan is learn how to play the guitar and learn how to play the guitar with enough confidence where you can play in front of other people and pull off the music you're trying to pull off. The options are this: what do you really want to be? Do you really want to be an original songwriter? If the question is yes, what vehicle are you going to use to get people to listen to your music? Now, the first thing you have to establish, the information you need, is, do people like your music? Now, we're going to exclude mommy, exclude daddy, exclude blood relatives, and exclude friends. Okay. The only way you're going to know whether your music is any good or not if people who are not connected with you any way, shape, or form, if they dig your music, then you know it's genuine. They really dig your stuff, and they're not obligated to tell you, hey man, I like your song, blah blah blah, because they're your cousin, your friend, your family, blah 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 blah. Even though some family members might be your greatest supporter, but are they going to buy 1,000,000 tickets? No, they're not. And that's why it's very, very important that you have people who are not connected with you, who are digging your stuff, and on your team. Let me share this story with you. A long, long time ago, back when CDs were the in thing. Wow. And dinosaurs still existed. Hardy har har. I used to sell CDs out of the trunk of my car. The first CD I ever sold, I'm never going to forget it. I was at work. I was a forklift operator. And I gave a CD to this guy, and he says, yeah, check it out. He came back and told me, look, man, I don't dig your music. The first CD I ever put out was a CD called Simply Mike V. And that was like, wow, man, this is terrible. Then he said, but my brother digs your music. He's going to send you $5 for the CD, because I was selling my CDs $5 a CD. I was burning them at home, pressing them at home, and selling them out the trunk of my car. That was what everybody was doing about 500 years ago. So when I sold my first CD, I realized that now I have the ability to sell music, and people do dig my stuff. Do I have billions of people following me? I don't know. I don't even know how many people I got to check my music out. I have no idea. Because some people look at your music, but they never like your page. So it is what it is. Now, the second aha moment I had as an artist was I was playing a hole-in-the-wall bar. Hole-in-the-wall bar. And I went through my entire playlist, original music. And this is all original music. And then when I was done with my last song, somebody said encore. I said, oh my God, encore? I only got X amount of music. So here's what I did. I told my bass player to start playing a blues lick, or a blues line rather. And I sung about 3 more songs off of one standard blues line. So where am I going with all this? As an original artist, you have to be ready for the unpredictable. Be prepared when you're on stage. I don't take a lot of advice from people who are in the industry because they're locked into the industry. They're there to promote the industry. They're there to push the industry. I'm going to tell you, as a songwriter, starting off, you need to write a bunch of songs. I'm going to say this. Get 20 songs completed in your library first. That's your goal. Get 20 songs in your library. Why am I saying 20 songs? Well, number one, you got 20 original songs. Okay. That means if you go on stage live, you can perform a concert for 45 minutes at least. Now, your other good piece of advice that I'm going to give you, learn some covers. Learn some covers from artists that you are similar to, meaning that, these are the guys that influenced you, and, learn stuff that you can play. And I'm even going to go out to say that look at songs from different eras as well, because you never know who's in the audience that's going to say, wow, man, they do play this song. This song's about 20-something years old, and this guy rocked the song, You never know who you're going to reach with your music. That's just the way it is. And I don't think there's a proven formula. I don't believe that. Because if you're creating music and you're rocking it out and you're putting your heart into it, and people are feeling your originality and they know you're sincere, and you got skills, okay? People talk about nowadays talent don't count. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a freaking lie. Because I ain't paying for money to go see nobody who ain't got no talent, period. End of discussion. Okay, now a lot of people are willing to pay for somebody that's popular. That's another universe. That's another discussion. But let me tell you something. Talent does matter. Now, if you're trying to get a recording contract, you're wasting your time listening to this, because all you got to do right now is play what the industry wants, get you 100,000 followers, and I'm sure somebody's going to sign you because you're popular. If that's what you want to do, hey, go for it. I'm not mad at you. Now, something I probably should have did earlier in the music game. I probably should have learned or studied more cover songs and added more cover songs to my set. That's a mistake that I probably made. Right now, for some strange reason, I'm getting into cover songs more and more and more. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess because when I look at some of my heroes that play cover music, to me it makes sense to play cover songs. I'm going to try to add my own twist to it, of course, but there are artists out there that I love that I just want to play their stuff. But at the end of the day, I am a songwriter. I hope you learned something from this short video. This is video 1 on a 4-part series on the songwriter and dealing with the reality of the universe. Thank you very much. I am Simply Mike V, founder of the Simply Mike V Band. Google me, baby. Out. Peace out.